about address decoding, first we'll learn about decoder. The decoder is a combinational logical circuit that is used to change the code into a set of signals. It is the reverse process of an encoder. A decoder circuit takes multiple inputs and give multiple outputs. A decoder circuits take binary data of n inputs into n unique outputs. In the sense, it takes n inputs and gives 2 to the power n unique outputs. In addition to input pins, the decoder has an enable pin. The enable pins, when negated, to make the circuit inactive. So below is the truth table for a simple 1 to 2 line decoder, where A is the input and D0 and D1 is the outputs, and the below shows the circuit diagram of 1 to 2 decoder. And first of all, we'll learn what is address decoder. Address decoder is a commonly used component in microelectronics that is used to select memory cells in randomly addressable memory devices. Such as memory cell consists of a fixed number of memory elements of bits. The address decoder is connected to an address bus and reads the address created there. Okay. And we'll learn about the address decoder block diagram. Here we are using a 2 to line 4 decoder. An address decoder is a binary decoder that has two or more inputs for address bits and one or more outputs for device selection signal. When the address for a particular device appears on the address input, the decoder assets the selection output for that device. A dedicated single output address decoder may be incorporated into each devices on address buses, or a single address decoder, and may serve multiple devices also. A single address decoder with n address inputs bits can serve up to 2 to the power n devices, and several member of the address called 7400 series of integrated circuit IC circuits can be used as an address decoder. Okay, these are the four address decoder we'll be using. And let's move to the 3 to 8 line decoder implementation. It includes the inputs like 3 inputs, and it produces 8 outputs. And here the inputs are A2, A1 and A0, and A outputs from Y7 to Y0. And we implement the 3 to 8 line decoder by using some formula. That is, the number of lower order decoder required is M2 to M minus, where the number of outputs for the lower order decoder is M1 and a higher order is M2. For instance, M1 is 4 and M2 is 8. Then substitute these values in the above equation, we get the required number of decoders are 2. Okay, because 8 divided by 4 is 2. So for implementing a single 3 to 8 decoder, we need two lines, 2 to 4 line decoder. Here the block diagram is shown below. Like we use 3 to line 8 diagram by using a 2 to 4 decoder. The parallel inputs like A2, A1 and A0 are given to 3 lines to 8 line decoder. Here the complement of A3 is given to enable the pin of the decoder to obtain the outputs like Y7 to Y0. These outputs are lower 8 minutes. In the above decoder, the A3 input is connected to enable the pin to obtain the output from Y15 to Y8. So these outputs are the higher at the 8 minutes. And advantages of decoder, because once it allows a single input line and produces multiple output line, is a common advantage. And decoder also is used in many communication projects that are used to communicate between two devices. And decoder allows n inputs and generates 2 to the power n number of outputs also. And disadvantages of decoder is just like an encounter that standard decoder allows suffers from the same problem. When if the both the inputs are not connected, the output will not remain as 0. Instead, the decoder will consider it as a logic 0, and a bit 0 will be made I. Thank you.